Hi, Chris Madden here with another tip and method to help you increase your speed reading abilities. In my research, one of the things that I found and that people said over and over, and I'm sure you've heard this as well, people that are wide readers, people who have large vocabularies, tend to read faster. And that makes sense. And then the other thing is that people who read constantly, read all the time, those people read faster. And so many times when I spoke with teachers or whatever about reading, they said you just need to read more and you'll read faster. And it's very hard for someone who reads very slow, as I did, at 75 words per minute, to then want to read because it's such a slow and painstaking process, and I barely remembered anything that I was reading at that time. And so for someone to say, well, you just keep punishing yourself until eventually you get faster, it didn't make sense to me, and I didn't like that at all, and it frustrated me for a long time. And this thought is still around, that you just read more and you become a better reader. And this is true, but the process in which you get there is so long, and sometimes people never get there at all, that there's never really any point in journeying in that direction. And so I was trying to figure out a way to shortcut this, and a way in which we can become better readers in a short amount of time, so that we don't have to read a million books before we become better readers and we're able to enjoy reading. There's a quicker way in which we can learn words quickly and take them in to accelerate our reading speed. And the method that I found and developed was by taking common words and splicing them in between common text. So you'd have a sentence like, the cat chased after the dog, or the dog chased after the cat. Now, what I'd do then is I'd take the word the, and I'd splice it in between each of the words. So that way it read, the cat, the chased, the dog, the across, the street. And I'd merge them together so that way there were no spaces as well. And what this does is it eliminates or lessens the amount of fixations that the eye has on the page, because your eye streams across it seeing it as one word. The other thing is that you tend to skip the word the, T-H-E, over to find the real words that you're trying to derive meaning from. And while you're skipping the thes that are not supposed to be there, you're also skipping the ones that are supposed to be there, which makes you a faster reader. So I'm just reading from my research book that I've been keeping notes in. Taking the book A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. In one of the copies I found, it had 28,513 words, right? Now, the appearance of the word the, T-H-E, occurs 1,564 times. The word and occurs 1,057. The word a occurs 702. And then there's to and of and in and it and he and was and his and that. Those 11 words consist of 7,354 words in the text. Now, Dickens is known for beautiful language, but I don't think we need to appreciate every the, to, he, or was. And those words can be taken in at a glance because they're so small. And so if we subtract the 7,354 words from the 28,513 of A Christmas Carol, we get a total of 21,159. Significantly less. So if your reading rate was 250 words per minute, right? To read A Christmas Carol, it would take you 114 minutes. Just a little shy of 2 hours. Now, if you were reading at 250 words a minute, but you were to glance at the thes and the ands and the yeas and the tos, right? Because you already know those. You're desensitized to them. You have a habit of just passing through them. Then at the same reading rate, you'd be able to finish the book in 85 minutes, which is a little under an hour and a half. Now this gives you an actual reading speed of 335 words per minute. So you've actually increased your word rate by almost 100 by just learning to pass over the words the, and, a, to, etc. And so then the question is, okay, Chris, yeah, we all know that if we just glance at the stop sign, we don't read stop, we don't read school when we see the school sign, but how do we achieve that? And the best way is by seeing the word all the time. And so what I've done that's going to be available in the store is made books available to you as well as a workbook that's coming up. And it's going to be formatted in a way where every 500 to 1,000 words, the word that you're supposed to be learning to take out of your reading vocabulary changes. And so the people I've been working with in this method, I found that after 500 to 1,000 repetitions of seeing the word THE or TO or even A spliced in between a text, they tended to ignore it. And then when they went back to their regular reading, they skipped over those words as well, and they increased their reading rate. Now, this process is slower than other proposed reading methods, but you will see progress immediately. As with all of these techniques and methods, you should see progress immediately. The difference might not be significant, it may be small at first, but you should see some. And I'm telling you that because I've experienced some, and the people I've worked with have experienced some or significant amounts of change. And so I hope that this is helpful for you. And I'll be showing you how to make your own text and do the workbooks that I made in a later video. But I just want to also let you know that it'll be available in the store for you to purchase coming up November 2nd. So until then, I hope everyone is going well, and I will see you later. Thank you very much.